it can be great to reflect on some of the original lessons of property investing. In this vidcast, I'd like to cover some of them. Number 1, understand that property will provide a different return for you than other asset classes. In the end, you're looking for cash flow to keep you in the market and growth to get you out. Learn how to calculate property returns and establish the true return on any property, which is a combination of the rent return and the yearly growth. Number 2, the debate between cash flow investors and growth investors will rage eternally, but it's largely baseless. I get callers on my show saying, I'd like to find a property which will have capital growth. Of course they do. No one ever says, I'd like to find property which won't grow. Growth and cash flow are equally important, and it's simply not true that you have to forego one to get the other. Failure to consider cash flow can lead to an inability to stay in the market, just as failure to consider growth leads to an inability to create a strong net worth position. Number 3, once you've put together a portfolio of properties, your work doesn't end. Your portfolio must be managed on an ongoing basis. Monitor your properties individually and your portfolio as a whole to be sure that it continues to meet your goals. Identify when a property has served its purpose and establish those properties which may need early liquidation. Be sure that eventual liquidation of your portfolio is managed to occur at a time most financially viable in terms of income and tax. Number 4, don't be afraid to set an upper limit which sits comfortably for you in terms of price. You don't have to spend a large amount of money on each purchase to obtain properties which will perform well. More importantly is your own comfort and willingness to continue to increase the number of properties you hold. There's also no truth in the rumour that the more you pay for a property, the better it performs. In fact, the reverse can often be true. Number 5, successful property investing will only occur where the choosing of property has been carried out diligently. You have a responsibility to ensure you carry out your own research and increase the chance of successful investing. Know the questions to ask when buying any property and be sure that they're asked of the right people. Explore any management arrangements and fully understand any agreements which may be attached to property. Research the area and the future plans of council. Know the population movements and the extent of demand for rentals and sales. At all times, maintain a commercial approach to your investing. There's no place for emotions in this process. Number 6, become smarter than your accountant when it comes to assessing your tax benefits. Use the tax benefits to help you minimise debt as quickly as you can so that periods of slow capital gain won't impact so heavily on you. Remember, you're personally responsible for the preparation of your own tax return, even when you use a professional to assist you. Number 7, be careful when you use any unusual or comprehensive purchasing structures. If your property investment involves a buy and hold strategy, you can't afford to put in place a structure which won't remain efficient for the term of your investment. Project ahead 10 or 20 years and do the sums to be sure that any structure that you choose continues to work for you. Number 8, just because you choose to have a professional agent manage your property doesn't absolve you of your responsibility as a landlord. You remain responsible at all times, and severe penalties can be applied if you don't carry out these responsibilities with care. Know what the state in which your property is situated will require of you by visiting Fair Trading and Real Estate Institute websites. Be sure that your landlord's insurance policy is adequate and current. Number 9. Be careful of undertaking any risky strategies which may be suggested at high-priced seminars or by rags to riches gurus. There's really no such thing as a free lunch, and most of these strategies may well have a very steep downside. Number 10, be sure to always work on debt minimisation, but where your loan is a line of credit, beware of the traps of using mortgage reduction. Capitalising your loan is also a no-no from the tax officer's point of view, and the way you draw back funds from lines of credit must be managed in accordance with tax office rulings. In the end, it's all pretty much common sense. Trust your own judgment and ask yourself whether you'll still be able to sleep at night after you take on any potential strategy. Investing really is meant to be fun and invigorating. I've been encouraged by the great number of people all over Australia who write to me and advise me of their own investing success. Everyday people like you and I who don't necessarily take great risks, but who commit to being sure that they take the responsibility for their own future firmly in their own hands.
Hello there, I'm Margaret Lomas. You might remember me from my Sky News Business Property Show days. My company is Destiny, and we've taken the 25 years experience that we have in property advising and created Property Match. For the first time anywhere, now you can be matched with the investment property most suited to you. Give us a call today or visit the website mypropertymatch.com.au. Why not leave it to the people who know property investing the best? Destiny.